Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. It's raining out there on a Friday.
Perfect metaphor for our football game last night.
No.
You know what I mean?
Plus, it's still so dark outside. Like, just looking out there, I can't believe that it's still dark outside and it's 8.
Sun comes up around now, right? Now it's just darkness.
All by myself. That's all I'm picturing right now.
Oh my goodness.
That's every App State football fan ever this morning.
Oh,
goodness.
Yeah, it was a rough night last night for the 25th ranked Appalachian State Mountaineers losing to Georgia Southern, and I know Justin got a lot to say about it.
Yes. I don't know. Like, I was just thinking about it earlier, and I was like, dang. So I think this might have been like our big loss. Like, I realized this is like a pattern every year. Like, my freshman year, it was like the Tennessee overtime game. Last year was the Wake Forest game, and now this is like the biggest one. I don't think.
Okay, but the Penn State game, that was still pretty sad.
But like, this is our first time being in like the top 25, and then we just took this huge L. I'm just like,
yeah. It's
we finally break the barrier, and they're like AP press. What was it? Associate press? Yeah, they're probably not even gonna like ever again probably.
Question: are we still in the top 25 even though we lost that, or
until like Sunday maybe?
Yeah, Sunday we'll be out.
That makes sense.
They have to wait till the new rankings come and all the other teams roll up.
Yeah. It's going to be harder to get back into the top 25? Do we have to win more games to do that?
No, I think it'll be near impossible.
Yeah.
It should be anyway. And then along with that, it might be pretty impossible to get that Sun Belt Championship game here. The one that's going to be on December 1st, it would have been played at the home football team who had the best record in the Sun Belt and would have competed for that Sun Belt title. But now with that loss, we're behind Georgia Southern and Troy.
Have Troy and Georgia Southern played each other?
That I could not tell you.
I don't think they have.
Are they on the schedule?
Yeah, I don't know if they will either.
That's interesting.
I was hoping one of you guys could look it up. I was like signaling. I'm like,
I thought you just wanted to play piano.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like.
I was like, where?
You had a song stuck in your head.
Honestly, I don't know. But that's just gonna make it hard for the Mountaineers. But I didn't even watch the game. I wasn't able to. I was at a football game calling it myself. But
really?
My game got scheduled for last night, so I didn't get to go out and watch it with anybody or see what even happened. I just know our quarterback got hurt, and from then I think it went downhill.
Yeah, like in the opening minute almost, like he just like automatically like got hurt. I think like what was it, like it was a clothesline or something?
Yeah, I mean I didn't really. I only saw a replay of it, but yeah, it looked like he got a concussion. Did they ever really say what it was?
No,
I heard they were testing him for a concussion, but I don't know.
I think that's why they took him out for the whole game, is because of the concussion protocol.
Yeah, they just.
But that's what I'm assuming. That's what me and my friends were assuming. But I don't know. We could not deal with another loss.
I noticed that
losing him too. That just wouldn't.
No, and that the past couple of years, like we always had like a problem with like the kicker, but now like I feel like we've done like a lot better kicking.
Yeah.
Now the other position that we need to work on is I guess like backup quarterback. Whoever our backup quarterbacks were.
Yeah, that'd be so hard though to be thrown into a serious game like that.
I know.
It almost seems like when we talked about this a little bit earlier, it almost feels like App State just has to work on its mental game. Like when something goes off, they have to just stay in the game and stay concentrated, because I think when a hiccup like that happens, we typically freak out about it pretty quick, and it's hard to perform when you're under that kind of mentality, like, oh, everything's going wrong.
That was a lot of the problem, is you could see the aggression by both teams, but we were super aggressive the whole time and just making silly mistakes because of it. It just seemed like they were all very frustrated, which makes sense because it was a frustrating game to watch. But I don't know, it was frustrating because we got a lot of things called on us, and then Georgia Southern was playing just as aggressive and got not as much.
Home court advantage. Like, that's all I can say about
True, that is true. That's a big deal. You know, not a lot of app people there to represent.
Yeah, it was a short week, too. I mean, short week. They had to play on Thursday. Usually you get a full week worth to prepare, so a lot of players may have still been feeling it from the last game. Not as long to prepare, and you have to travel. The Thursday night games are always tough, especially if it's not at home. If you're the home team, maybe get a little bit more time, but you have to travel and deal with all those conditions. So, and I know a lot of people didn't want to admit it, but a lot of people thought, just got ranked. It's a short week, going down to the rivals, away from home. This was every single ingredient for a letdown, and it happened. You don't want to expect it or think that it'll happen, but every single thing was there for it. It just happened.
Yeah, I think it's really frustrating, too, because Georgia Southern has been a rival for so long. In the past 2 years, it really hasn't been, like, the games, like, we beat them pretty easily.
Yeah.
It wasn't as serious of a game. Because I remember that my mom was talking about, like, oh, Georgia Southern, I hate Georgia Southern, because she went here. And so the rivalry was a lot worse when she was here. But then when I was at the games the past years, I was like, Mom, like, they're not that good, you know, like.
Yeah,
they got a lot better this year, which is why I was pretty scared going into the game. I was pretty nervous because they've been doing well, but.
They haven't beaten us since like 2014, apparently. So
really,
wow.
They said that after the game when they like stormed the field and everything.
I bet.
Cool, congrats.
Would App State have won if their quarterback hadn't gotten hurt?
I think we would have had a lot better of a chance. I think it would have been a very close game. I'm not saying we would have necessarily won, but I think it probably would have gone into overtime or gotten like super close.
Yeah.
I definitely think that domino affected everything else that would happen because it happened early, right?
The first drive.
So, oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, that's immediately gonna throw you off, regardless. That's like if you're in sync and you go on stage and then Justin Timberlake passes out. You know, like what do you do? How do you keep the show going?
Well, you call for help, though.
Like, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
I mean.
I was really hoping you wouldn't say that.
Did you have the Backstreet Boys or? Listen, I can't even name any of the Backstreet Boys. I can't even really name any other boy band artist besides Justin Timberlake from that era.
I don't know how we went from football to Backstreet Boys.
It's because I'm here.
Yeah, no, fine. You're not wrong, Dovy. But either way, we have a great show for you this Friday morning. It is jury out, but hopefully we can keep your mood going here on the morning app.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peak.
Pixel Peak is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peak is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peak every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here
on Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwald, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy.
I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton.
And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune into App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
Jesse McCartney was in Boone on Wednesday, and it was actually a pretty packed show. It was really full. Around 7 o'clock, right? The doors opened at 8 o'clock, but around 7 o'clock, the Schaefer Center. Well, I mean, the line was all the way from the Schaefer Center to literally Broy Hill Music Hall, almost up to Walker. Like, it was just, and these are people that are just there before the doors even open, right?
And it was cold. Yeah, because I was one of the people sitting there. Yeah, but I saw, like, I had a jacket on, so I was okay. But there are a lot of girls wearing skirts or dresses, and that's dedication that I do not have.
Yeah. It was a nice day, though, that day, too. So, I mean, I was like, hey.
It could have been raining. That would have been just dreadful.
But WASU had an awesome chance to get to actually interview him. Graham Vines, our promotions guy, he was able to group up a team, so he got me to record the interview, and then he got Lexi to take photos of everything and post that on social media. And so I got to meet him very briefly before his meet and greet, and he was actually a really cool guy. It was he was actually a really, really cool guy. Yeah.
Well, you never know.
Because you never know. You never know. I mean, it's always one of those things where it's like, I don't have an expectation of is this person going to be really nice? Is he going to be really, picky?
Yeah.
But
especially because he started out so young.
Yeah, but you can tell that he is still really into music and the industry, and he's kind of taking it very... he's taking a really mature approach to it, He's definitely aware of the fact that, when he was younger, he was kind of just thrown into the world. He can sing really well, and that's all he really wanted to do. He just wanted to kind of be out there and just sing and make people happy. But, there's all this business that's happening around him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't necessarily know what that business is. Right now, he's kind of more aware of the industry and what's happening. And so he said that's a really fun aspect of that. And so he's really cool. He's a really cool dude. He's apparently also a barbecue master.
Enthusiast.
What?
Yeah, he was talking about smoking meats. He barbecues when he has free time.
Did you ask him his favorite thing to barbecue?
I didn't ask him what his favorite thing to barbecue was, but that should everything. Well, Graham was interviewing him, but I think in the moment we're just like, oh boy, this is an interview with Jesse McCartney. Let's just answer the next question, right?
Oh my goodness.
See, I feel like every single fan now is just sitting there picturing him in an apron with barbecue tongs and just grilling out. Classic dad move right there, Jesse McCartney.
Yeah. And so I ended up getting to see the show as well, and I stayed around for 2 songs. I was the only guy.
Yeah, there were literally probably 3 other guys.
There were a couple dads, right?
Oh my God.
And so I was there, and Jesse McCartney comes out, and it was just imagine every girl on the planet, and then their God comes out, and they just scream. I've never felt the Schaefer Center just shake like that.
It was like being transported back to middle school.
It really was.
They were literally chanting Jesse, Jesse, and me and my friend looked at each other are we in middle school again? What is it? It was really weird the whole time. Just people were screaming along.
Transcended time.
It was really like we had been transported back. No time had passed. We were back to our 12-year-old selves.
I think the second song that he sang was Leaving.
Yep.
And the second you hear the everyone just explodes. There were 20 police officers also.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, are these the backup dancers? Because they look so young. There's no way we need 20 police officers, right? And then eventually I got up to, the seats, and they were covering the whole stage because it was getting kind of full in the front.
Yeah, they were starting a little mosh pit up in the front. I mean, not actually, but
but
they were all packed up at the front.
They were, they could have jumped if they because the Schaefer Center isn't very tall. It's really easy to get up there.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. It was a cool experience.
It was cool because I was never a huge Jesse McCartney fan. When I was younger, I liked him, of course, but I I don't know, like I wasn't obsessed with him or anything. I was kind of one of those girls, I guess, who pretended to not like the really popular artists, like One Direction and all them, or even the Jonas Brothers. I was like, oh no, those are too mainstream, blah blah blah. Or what, I don't know, one of those phases. But yeah, it was a really cool experience for me because just the audience was just so cool to be around because everyone was so into it.
That's true. You could feel it. You could feel how everybody was just nerding out and geeking out.
Oh yeah.
For this, very new and nostalgic at the same time kind of artist. So.
Yeah. Like my friend that I went with, she said Jesse McCartney was her first crush, and that this was just an amazing experience for her. So she was geeking out beside me, like practically swooning half the time, like grabbing my arms and stuff. It was really fun. But
what do you call the fans? Like you have believers. Does Jesse McCartney have a name?
McCartney's?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Okay, never mind.
Jesse's Girls?
My Jesse's Girls.
Jesse's Girls. Or something barbecue related. You can come up with something clever in barbecue.
We'll come up with
my friend, the whole time, she accidentally kept calling it a Jesse McConcert. Instead of saying Jesse McCartney concert, she said Jesse McConcert. And we laughed for so long about that. It's so dumb.
Just give that to Jesse and let him deal with that.
I feel like he's probably heard that before and hates it, It's like...
Yeah, I mean...
that's why you should call them. And I was like, no, he probably hates hearing that.
Yeah.
Like, if I hear that one more time.
I don't know. I think if you barbecue, you're a pretty chill guy. So I bet you he likes the McConcerts. But
true.
We'll try and come up with the barbecue term during the break here. And speaking of Jesse McCartney, here's his song "Better With You" on the Morning App.
What's up, guys? The A Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Grace Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A Game, on App TV. Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
So we started it last week, and I've already lost, but Cheez-Its, Goldfish, it was Goldfish that ended up prevailing on our Instagram poll and everything. Doesn't mean they're right, but doesn't mean I'm wrong. Just means that I guess a lot more people right now like Goldfish. And
yeah, I mean, it's not one of those things where either side is right. I think that's kind of the point of these debates. Oh my goodness. Okay. No, is that it's that people just have different opinions on things.
You're
and
right.
so it's interesting to see the pros and cons of each.
Yeah, I hate when people's opinions are wrong. Ugh. Just upsetting.
Oh my god.
But we got a new one today for you, and we were talking about it. I'm pretty sure we know which way the fans are gonna
100%
are gonna swing this one. It's not even gonna be close.
But for the sake of just free speech, we will debate this nonetheless and exercise our intellect as students of universities. No. No, I'm not. But I do drink a lot of coffee. And that's the only thing that I've got going for me. So we're pretty much just going to talk about coffee versus no coffee. And Katie and I are for the coffee. And Justin and Josh, you guys don't drink coffee.
No.
At all?
Y'all should talk first because that's kind of interesting. Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you stay focused
how are you
and
here
get
right
up?
now?
Yeah.
You want to go first, Josh?
Justin, it's all you.
Okay. I think coffee's very expensive. Also, when I wake up in the morning... Oh, you said check? Okay, cool. When I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, I don't really need... Like, it takes a lot of time to make coffee in general. You also got to buy the bag. You got to get, like, the little machine and everything, the coffee machine. Or you had to go somewhere to get it. What else?
Not good for you.
Not good for you. It could cause certain diseases. I've heard of that sometimes.
I don't know,
like ABC or...
Ton of caffeine, ton of sugar, ton of all that.
Ton of it. What else? And like you can just like wake up, throw some hot water on your face, or like get like hot water. Oh no, or like just like wait, just calm down, Katie, calm down.
Throw some hot coffee on your face instead of drinking it.
That sounds like you're gonna burn your face.
Just like some warm water, just like I don't know, maybe also get like a good night's sleep so you don't have to drink coffee and depend on it. Like me and Josh, we're fine right now. Are you fine, Josh? Because I feel terrific.
Okay, I'm fine, but it's not because I don't have coffee. I mean, I'm like tired. But I think getting more than 5 hours of sleep would probably be good.
Yeah.
But coffee, like you said, I don't like that we have to depend on it to wake up. We should feel rested enough to where our bodies feel good enough we don't need that.
Like before coffee, what were humans doing?
They were drawing in caves and having a grand old time. That's
exactly.
Right.
Well, also our sleep schedule might have been different back in those days.
That is interesting you pointed out. Apparently there is a sleep schedule.
There are multiple sleep schedules.
Yeah, I was reading this article that people back in the olden days would wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., do some work, and then go back to sleep because it's not healthy for our body just to have one long period of sleep. We need to kind of break it up.
So, yeah, you're absolutely right there. And you can get less sleep doing that if you break it up and you don't do it. But the thing is that our culture is just so rooted into overnight sleep.
Yeah.
For me, coffee is like, coffee,
look,
so it doesn't have to be unhealthy. I drink it plain. That's how I like to drink.
What do you mean plain?
Like just no sugar, no cream.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah. Because I actually have a very, I like bitter stuff. Like my taste buds enjoy that.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what happens?
This is,
oh dear.
But I think coffee is more than just drinking it to feel focused. There's a whole culture around coffee.
That's what we're afraid of.
Coffee is the easiest way to ask somebody out, right? You say, can we go get coffee? Coffee is the easiest way to network and just like, hey, let's get coffee sometime. You can also, coffee is just a ritual. You know, you wake up in the morning. It's not so much that the coffee wakes you up. It's just the fact that you kind of take a step back from life. You make yourself a cup of coffee and you drink it. You look at like outside of the porch, the beautiful Boone scenery, and then you're ready to start your day. You know, coffee's less of a thing of, I need to like be focused and more of a, it's more of a lifestyle. The only thing I don't like about coffee, at least for me, is that it dehydrates my voice. You know, and it gets it all scratchy. But that's really it.
Just another reason.
So you like agree with it, Katie? Like,
No,
it
I mean
dehydrates
there are negatives to coffee, obviously, but I don't know. I just think that it's really nice to have in the mornings as something. Lately, I've been in the mindset I really do need to get more sleep at night. That's a lot of what my problem is and why this semester that I've started drinking coffee so much. But I don't know. It's just really hard to, once you have it and you're like, okay, this works, I can get, 5 hours of sleep and then drink coffee in the morning and then I'm fine. And it's honestly, at this point, like, I've always loved the smell of coffee. Like, maybe it's a nostalgia thing, waking up and my parents have made coffee and you can smell it through the house. But I love the smell of coffee. I've always loved coffee ice cream. It was always a little too bitter for me. And so once I kind of got used to the taste of it, I really like the taste of it now. And so it's not so much the caffeine even. It's like just having a nice warm drink in the morning, especially when it's cold outside.
It's like a mature hot cocoa.
But yeah, exactly. And then
It's
it
not too
helps wake me up because I've never been much of a morning person at all. And then here I am on a morning show. So I need something to, get me a little more awake in the mornings. So I don't know. It's nice to have. I'm not saying that you have to drink it, but it's nice to have.
Well, it's sad you two are so dependent on coffee.
I'm not dependent on it. Yesterday I didn't have coffee at all.
You say it's a morning ritual.
Because I got enough sleep yesterday.
Yes. It sounds like it's like a tiny little cold.
Here's the thing.
You guys have to do it like every day and everything?
Here's what's crazy. So I just Googled when was coffee introduced in Europe because I was curious. Because we had something that happened in Europe transitioned us from the Dark Ages to the Renaissance. The Dark Ages being a time where we would drink and stay indoors, right? And it would be pretty dark. And then once coffee gets introduced, boom, we have productivity, we have invention, we have science, we have this huge
Is that what that says?
Renaissance.
Is that what your Google thing
it
says?
says that in 1615, year 1615, that coffee made its way into Europe and was becoming popular across the continent.
Okay, and what happened in 615?
1615?
1615.
615.
Well,
We're going all the way back now.
Goodness, what happened in
1615? Yeah,
a lot of things, but that's basically art, science, music.
I could say we got more productive when the telephone got invented. I could say we got more the telephone.
Well, yeah, probably because of the help of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like coffee might have sparked this age of like productivity and clearness.
I don't know. I think there's worse things than coffee, and I know that the sugar content is too, and the caffeine is not good for you, but I don't know. People eat really unhealthy breakfast and drink, a lot of sugar or something else in supplement of coffee.
Well, me and Josh out here drinking water, so.
Yeah. You just said you drank Gatorade in the morning.
Every now and then, and
that's got a lot of sugar in it, sir.
Okay.
Justin, you got a Gatorade bottle right next to you now.
Literally, you can't even defend yourself.
That nobody literally say that.
All right. Bottom line, I think Katie and Dovy's argument, I think, is that it's a morning ritual. It gets you up in the morning. You're more productive. It makes you feel good. Correct?
Yeah. And if you use it right, you can add a lot of productivity into your life.
And it's you have to want to have, I'm not saying that everyone should be drinking coffee. I'm just saying that you shouldn't be making fun of us for drinking coffee.
We're not making fun of it. We're just saying that we're still productive people and we're just fine without it. So
just a little sad that you guys have to rely on something, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, go over to our.
It could be worse.
Yeah, go over to our WASU Instagram and vote on the poll. It will be up. Coffee or no coffee? We know how this will turn out. Me and Justin aren't expecting much, but you know what? Whoever does vote no coffee, you're our new best friend. And right now on the morning app, one of our other best friends, Elton John. Yeah, that's right. We're on a first name basis. Me and Elton. I'm still standing on the morning app.
I'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peak.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here
on Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwalt, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton.
And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune in to App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
What makes someone attractive to you? I think that's so interesting to think about because everyone has different tastes as far as what is attractive to you. And I think even if someone's not conventionally attractive, some people say they can still be attractive to you because I don't really like the argument, like when people are like, oh yeah, you should look up what's inside, you know, like if they're attractive or not doesn't matter. But even if they're not conventionally attractive, they should be somewhat attractive to you, you know? There's something about them that is attractive to you.
So we're talking about just specifically outward stuff rather than...
I guess, or even just in general. But I think that's what a lot of the focus is on, because I guess it's both, you know?
So you think you're saying that every single person should have an attractive quality that we find attractive?
Yeah, if you're going to be attracted to someone, there should be something like, I don't know, because I just don't like when people say, oh yeah, well, I mean, that you just don't like them because they're not like conventionally attractive. But they have to, even if it's their personality that makes them so attractive, there's got to be something about them that makes them attractive to you.
Well, I think personality bleeds into your outward appearance, you know? I mean, I know from Morgan, I remember that she was I'm a very chillax, calm guy, and she was very energetic, and it kind of just showed in her face, like her eyes and her smile. So I think that's what I found really attractive. And that came from her personality. You know? So it's kind of a mixture for me.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's how it would be for most people. I'm not saying that everyone's going to be super, what's the word? Like on the surface. Do you know what word I'm looking for?
On the surface?
No, like where you're just looking at like surface qualities. Like, you know?
Face value, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. She's like, no.
I still can't think of the word. That's going to drive me crazy.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know the word either.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah. It's just, I think it's an interesting thing to think about. So I was going to see like what you guys thought about it, like as far as what are some qualities, I guess, that make someone attractive to you?
Humor.
Yeah.
Humor is very important.
Yeah. I mean, if you're funny, I mean, the joke is always, oh, if I'm funny, then the person I'm with spends more time with their eyes closed, so it's okay.
Oh my God.
Because they're always squinting from laughing. Like that's a joke. It is true.
Oh,
It is true. Yeah, I got to explain it.
Like somebody's like around you and just like, oh, okay, gotta close my eyes. I don't want to see you right now. I was like, oh, dang.
This person's really ugly, but they're so funny.
No, but
just keep talking.
Please keep going. Please keep going. Oh, I love it. Like
that's why, like you said, people can, even if you're not physically attracted to them, in the way they speak, in the way they think, in the way they talk and laugh and make fun of stuff, it can be attractive. And I mean, that goes to your point. That's why there's a ton of funny people out there. I know some of the funniest people ever. Not attracted to them, but I'd say this is a very funny person.
Yeah, and it's not just being funny. I think it's just having the same humor. Like being able to
think the same.
Because you don't have to be the funniest person in the world. If you just because you and your friends usually laugh about things all the time because you guys just understand each other's humor, you know. If you can find somebody that gets what you're trying to say and you get these little inside jokes that are, you know, they're not like obvious like punchlines and stuff, but you know.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting to see because there are very different types of humor. Because I really don't like crass humor, and there's like a lot of guys who are. Do you know what I mean?
What is that?
Like, just like I guess like dirty humor. It, like I don't really know how to explain, but like you know what I'm talking about, like South Park and those kind of shit. I just hate them. Like I hate that kind of humor as a whole. And that's fine if you're into that kind of humor. I just personally like.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not gonna yell at you, Justin.
Don't yell at me.
That's the coffee. You need a Katieometer. The little rantometer going.
Oh no.
And then a friend zoneometer.
Just breathe.
Sorry.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
No, but we see what you're talking about. You say that
Yeah.
every single person has something that's attractive about them, correct? Is that what we're getting at here?
I guess so. I don't know. I just think it's interesting to think about what is attractive. And even if you're, superficial. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Superficial.
5 minutes later.
Superficial.
The power of coffee. No, I'm kidding.
No, that is the power of coffee. You forget and then get overexcited. You're right, Katie.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, no, because my friend and I were talking about it. Like, people definitely end up having types. Like, she really likes, she said, like, hot guys, like athletes or whatever. That's like, if one, like, it's going to be like,
hot guys.
No, but there's like a difference between like cute and hot guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even like cute and hot girls. Does that make sense? Like, there's like, just in their face.
I think I know what you mean, yeah.
Because that's, I don't know, I think,
makes sense.
And I feel like people either like one or the other, or like even like a mix of the two. But there's definitely like a difference between cute and hot. And there's nothing wrong with either one. but
That'll be our,
bad boys.
That'll be our next poll. Do you like hot or cute girls?
Yeah.
Oh God.
oh my gosh.
But no, I mean, I see what you're saying. Everyone has a type. Everyone has something that they're attracted to. That's why even you could be totally, like you said, Dovy, you're more of a chill person. Your girlfriend, she was pretty energetic. She was pretty, excited about, everything and bouncing. And maybe that's not you all the time. Maybe you're pretty chill. I don't see you bouncing off the walls and everything. But if you're attracted to that and she's attracted to you, it works. You don't have to be the same energy and person or anything. It works.
She brings the the upbeat part of life, and I help her bring the chill part of life. So it's
It's the balance. That's why you can't judge two people and be like, oh wow, they're completely different. I can't believe they're together. No.
Yeah.
She's attracted to that. He's attracted to that.
And bada bing, bada bam, bada boom.
Yep. Exactly.
There it is.
It's love.
Well, on the other side of the break, we'll wrap up our show today. Here's a law of I Like Me Better on the Morning App.
What's up, guys? The A Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Gray Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
And it is the weekend. What is everybody dressing up as? Does anybody have plans for this weekend at all? Is Halloween weekend?
Dude, I honestly forgot about Halloween this week.
Okay.
Dude, I really was not thinking about it. I think yesterday I was like, oh my God, it's the 25th.
Why did you look at your watch?
Because I don't know when I am. I have no idea what the date is.
That's the coffee speaking.
We're 5 days away.
That was coming.
5 days away from Halloween.
Is it just me, or has it not been on a weekend in a while, right?
Yeah.
It's always in the middle of the week, which is why when do you go out and celebrate? The weekend before, the weekend after, all weekends long? I don't know.
This year's on a hump day, so do we do both weekends? Or just this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
We could do both
Probably
weekends.
just the one before, but I don't know. Because I feel like once it gets into November, people are kind of not feeling it anymore.
Yeah.
No, then it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So
after this, Christmas.
We'll talk about that too, don't worry.
Do y'all have any cool ideas, costume ideas?
I already got my Frozone outfit.
You got Frozone? That's awesome.
So excited. $40 on Disney.com. Best purchase of my life. Yes. Me and the actual spandex outfit and everything. I'm so excited.
Me and my girlfriend going as Kronk and Yzma.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
So
Kronk and
cute.
Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove.
Yep.
You have the actual outfit, or are you going to make it?
No, we're making it. We could have bought it, but I'm like, we can totally do
No,
this by
it's so
ourselves.
much more fun when you make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. If anyone has a black wig, I'd appreciate it though. Long hair wig, if anybody does, because I need that long flowing hair that Kronk has. But
yes.
No, I love that movie. I think I will argue that's the best animated movie of all time. Obviously, that's different, but I would argue that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going as. And I don't, Dovy, you forgot. I'm not even gonna ask you,
dude. But I did think of something really funny. You ever watched The Last Jedi? That Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
You know that one scene in it where Kylo Ren and Rey are talking to each other mentally, and then Kylo Ren, he's just randomly shirtless. I want to be shirtless, Kylo Ren. So it's just I'll wear my pants up to my belly button, and then kind of do you know what I'm saying? It'd just be like this. Where are the droids? What do you know about
How
the Death
does
Star?
his voice sound so exactly like?
I can feel your pain, Rey. I'm the guy from Star Wars. That's literally all I hear in my head. Just walk around, get a little makeup, get a little scar done. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Dovy, you're the
Yeah,
best at these impersonations.
I don't know.
Every single one.
Practice behind the scenes or something?
Oh yeah.
No, I may have accidentally put on my pants too high one day and was like, yo, that could be it. That could be the cheapest costume I could ever think of.
That'd be so, and it's really original too.
Yeah, I don't know. So now it's out there. But if hey, I want to see some shirtless Kylo Rens. If you want to do it too, that'd be hilarious. We can get a whole group going.
Best costume that I actually saw a little party that Justin threw the other day just with friends, and best costume, some guy had a bathrobe on and hair curlers in his hair like just a mom. Best costume I've seen.
That's
it was
amazing.
really
really
good. He just looked like a mom that just got done with their hair at the salon, and he was just bopping. He was
Nice.
chilling.
Just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah, best one. But yeah, I mean, Halloween, I don't know if we're going to be, it is in the middle of the week, so I think a lot of people are hanging out this weekend, spending time together. Of course, a lot of people are going to see that Halloween movie, Katie.
Yeah, it's really good. The new Halloween movie is pretty, I'm not much of a scary movie kind of person, and I wouldn't really say that it is a scary movie. It's more of a thriller.
Okay.
But I really liked it, and it's also, if you've seen the original Halloween, there's a lot of references to it in the new one, which is pretty cool to see because me and my friends watched the first Halloween the day we went to go see it. So we saw a lot of the references, and it was super cool. And I thought it was really good and really, very suspenseful. So it was cool.
That's what I like the most in a horror movie is the suspense instead of the jump scares and stuff.
Oh no, it was just straight suspense
If you
for
feel
45 minutes.
Yeah, if you feel like you gotta grab your seat the whole
Yeah,
time and then
yep.
one thing happens, that's my favorite.
I had
kind
my
of movie.
face buried for a long time.
Do you think it was better than the original?
There's definitely aspects of it that are better just because of the time period. We have better we have better funding for it. The OG Halloween, obviously wasn't expected to go that far, but
Right.
I don't know. I think there's good parts of both of them, but I don't know.
It looks pretty cool. They had the same girl that was in the original Halloween movie when she was a teenager. Now she's the mom from Freaky Friday.
Yeah, Jamie Lee.
That's how I remember. Yeah, Jamie Lee. Yeah. She's awesome, and then she's in that movie again.
Yeah, she's really cool in that movie.
Is she the main character?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, her granddaughter is kind of a main character as well. There's and also her daughter. It just kind of.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess Michael Myers is the main character.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have any speaking lines, so he's kind of heavy breathing the whole time.
Easy acting.
I don't know what any Halloween movie, what either of those are about. I've never seen it.
No, it's a classic.
I think it's a scary movie, but that's all I know. I don't
Especially the original Halloween is really not that scary.
But it's interesting. It's pretty. It's a little creepy though.
No, it's definitely creepy, but it's not. I mean, since it's older, it's not gonna scare you.
Well, you should do that. If you're somebody in Boone and it's still raining throughout the whole weekend, and you maybe don't want to go out or anything like that, just go pick up a scary movie you haven't seen before.
Or you know what?
It's always a good idea.
You watch the Peanuts Halloween because that's a nice.
Okay, I won't go there.
Yeah, the Peanuts. Yeah.
I won't watch it by myself. That's terrifying.
What's wrong with watching Charlie Brown by yourself?
I'm just kidding. I've never seen any of the Charlie Browns.
That's disappointing. But
kidding.
Next week will be Halloween week, and we're going to try and celebrate, I guess, Monday maybe, and especially Wednesday. We'll have some Halloween-themed music, but enjoy the weekend.